Oh, birds of a feather, yes, absolute banger. How much have we even moved off the opening? Goodness. 7 handles total.
Trash.
And that's why we don't go in early, right? There's the expansion. So at this point, we held that perfectly. Right? We did get below the buy side, but as we said, that fair value gap's really the key. Bodies couldn't even get near midpoint. Right? We hold midpoint so well, we actually touch opening range. Let's see if we leave this higher time frame 1 hour. 15 minutes for that. What is this? This is a 15. What about the 15? 15 will close right now, actually. So if we do close above the 15 here, I like that for an inversion. We'll have to look to get long. We do close above it, okay? So we close above it. Notice that we're actually closing right at that wick high again. So if we can close and leave this fair value gap, that'll be our entry there. Let's hide all this. Because that's the, yeah, okay. Excuse me, sorry. Oh, hey, one more, goddamn. It's about to go straight for it, though. Appreciate you, thank you, thank you. Go for this one. A little hesitation just because this we have hit the new week opening or the first presented here. So if we don't truly want to stay bullish, we'll get stuck, but I like that. So we're going to go in now, trust in that. That's the framework. If we get this first buy side, then it's going to be a little tricky for me. Because, let's see here. We have engaged. Liquidity engaged. I like that we did leave today's first presented there. We're fine. We're going to leave that. So we're going to look for more of a continuation. All right, we're going to leave these equal lows. Let's say that we don't want to target those now. Protected low. Oftentimes, if we're going to stay bullish, you'll see after clearing some form of liquidity, then we'll give retracements into the open inefficiencies. Still respecting it. That's what we'll look for here. We'll look for this buy side to be more of a speed bump, right? That just kind of stops price, gives it a little pullback. Because, yeah, I like first presented. We'll stay there. We do have a liquidity void here. That may be... This may be used if we're going to be real aggressive. So I like so far that we did wick that buy side. Let's see if we can start creating a little pullback here. If we're extremely bullish, we're just going to hold this liquidity void right here. That's the 5 and the 15 as well. NQ gives a little better setup there too, actually. Because as we clear that original liquidity, that's where we actually leave the fair value gap paired. And that's a suspension block. So same idea. I'd like to see NQ, right? If we're in Q, we should hold this fair value gap. Yes, we want to see this one here. Liquidity void may be an issue, as we said. If we're extremely bullish, this actually becomes a breakaway because we've already spent time here, right? And this wick becomes the discount that is used. Because in theory, right, we've already efficiently delivered from this high down to this low, right? Everything, no inefficiencies, no fair value gaps, no volume imbalances. So as we displace right through that, this is already balanced. And that's why we also believe, right, we might just hold whatever discount is created most recently. There's no need to give deeper pullbacks, and it looks like that's going to be the case. We actually were able to get the suspension block, so NQ would have given entry. ES does not. We get into that buy side, we're just going to have to miss that, right? That'll be a mistrade. And we'll be fine with that. Because at that point, we clear this buy side. I'd want to wait for more of a confirmation entry if we're going to pull back. Closure of a buy side, we should just hold that now at this point. Down close candle here. Right, this should be our new protected low now. We couldn't even get into the liquidity void, showing extreme bullishness, leaving the breakaways open. Buy side paired with down close candle should be new discount. Actually, not even the buy side, this wick here. Wick will be the new discount. Couldn't even get into wick. Alright. So no trade there. Had the idea right. Just no pullbacks. NQ would have given a potential entry there. Using the suspension block. We don't want to start chasing, but let's say if we can close above, that's going to be a lot more bullish, right? That'll be a new time-based PD array broken. From there, I don't mind resetting and then trying to capture a new long, right? So even though we've moved, we'll turn these premiums into a discount. I might just go in right there, actually. That's super aggressive. We haven't done a volume bounce entry in quite some time. I'm liking the way we're moving. We're going to try it. Volume bounce entry. We should be done with this buy side here. We may have missed that. We were too slow. That's going to be unfortunate. And then I'd like to target... Do we have buy side up here? Let's just go for like... handles is a little aggressive. We'll take a partial at this one there. Alright. We're gonna go in there. We're looking to use volume bounce entry, and Q is holding that pretty aggressively. We get in on the volume bounce. We'll see if we can expand. We leave it open, that's just fine, that's what we want. We're just going to partial at 5 handles if we can get it. What did that lead us? We do have fair value gaps. That's good, the 1 hour there. 1 hour midpoint will be a good part. That's 6 handles. So at this point, we're looking for fair value gap and buy side to hold here. Right, we're in pretty low risk. Target's under buy side. We have 2 fair value gaps, so we allow for the lower fair value gap with the wick, just like we see there. But ideally, we hold the body at the higher fair value gap. So now that we've delivered lower, let's see if we can leave that as a swing low, flip that candle bullish, try to run higher. At this point, because we did put that low in, let's say that we clear this high, that'll be a new protected low already that we could just jam our stop up into right away. And Q is holding that wick as well, or the fair value gap, excuse me, so... We'd want to see both of these hold. So far there, that's so good. Right, wicking into the lower body holds the higher one. From here, we just want to see bullish printing. At this point, we get any closure above this fair value gap, we'll just put our stop right there immediately. So we'll be quick to cut some risk out with how we're moving. So however this 1 minute candlestick closes will be pretty huge, right? This will be the 5 minute. If the 5 minute can close above the fair value gap here, what the first presented, that'll be immaculate. So far we are liking the delivery, right? We got pretty much exactly what we wanted to see there. That deeper pullback into the lower fair value gap. Body holds the higher one. Very next candle pushes and closes above the fair value gap and the buy side. So from here, as we said, that should be the protected low. We'll give it one more candle just to confirm, right? Like if this candlestick closes above, as we said, that'll be the 5 minute also closing above. So from there, I'm fine. Just jamming our stop. We'll have to treat the 5 minute here as a breakaway. NQ getting a little stuck up there, right? We're at a first presented as well. But I'd like to see that premium flip into a discount that can accelerate us into another premium here. Stop loss about to be moved. Cut out some risk. Beautiful. Cool. So at this point we get stopped. Too bad if not. We should continue to run. I like that we held that. I like that the 5 minute confirmed that. Yeah, we just trust. We can get one partial. We'll go immediately to break even. And then from there, we'll just continue to manage it as we can. If we make an attempt at this high here, we don't want to see a wick of that high. We want to see, ideally, displacement through it, closure above it, with space. But it's a really not even hesitating, kind of like we just did. So we don't want to see that. That's worst case, actually. That's exactly what we said we did not want to see. Closing on that wick, body unable to clear it. That's sketchy. While NQ cannot clear the high. That sets up a potential pullback / reversal here. If we close below fair value gap at this point, we expect stop, but that'll be pretty bad for us. So at this point, this fair value gap needs to hold, and we need to close above this original liquidity. Ideally, we just hold the volume imbalance, right? So we entered on the volume imbalance. When we do those entries, we love to see those just be respected. Think you can catch up to the high, that'd be nice as well. NQ catch up, ES stay behind it. If this candle can even get above, that'd be ideal too. Cannot. So back-to-back candle closures perfectly on the buy side. NQ does close above its swing point, so that gives us a little hope actually. And it opened with a volume imbalance, so if we can keep that open, we should be good to release here. Last thing we want to see in NQ is for that volume imbalance to get closed bearish, and for price to make an attempt to get below fair value gap. We want to see everything remain bullish, everything remain strong. Leave that open. ES needs to get closure above that wick for the first time. That'll create this as a new discount. We should be able to release pretty easily into that. We're running into a lot of fair value gaps here, right? That's why it's pretty kind of slow and choppy, right? We have the 1 hour, we have a 5 minute, we have a 4 hour, we have a 15 minute. So we're expecting a higher resistance run, but the expectation is still, right, that bullish release. As we said, we get one partial off, we'll go immediately break even, take all risk out, secure some profits this morning. And then we'll see if we can be aggressive for that buy side up there. First closure above, beautiful. We should stay heavy here, or not heavy. Strong, we do not want to be heavy. We want to see that continue to respect now. We should hold that level. Don't want to see bodies start giving that level back up now. We should hold that, accelerate into our partial. NQ should hold its wick, paired with its fair value gap there. So we're just simply continuing to follow. Right? As we said, NQ was a little bit better for the entry and the run, but we still have a chance of ES delivering for us here. ES is the baby. Got to trust, and it will deliver. Perfect delivery, exactly what we would expect there, right? A quick tap of the buy side, expansion higher to clear previous candlesticks high. Now we just need closure above previous candlesticks high. Ideally, we get partialed out so we can go straight to break even, take all risk out. volume imbalance, we should be sitting pretty there. We're just going to cut some more risk already. We should not get back below that fair value gap. So at this point, pretty much all risk is cut out. I might even go break even here right now, actually, with how close we are to that. No, that's fine. Pretty minuscule stop. So we have a tight stop. We're going to let that breathe, just in case for some crazy reason it needs to like pick up a low here or retest that fair value gap perfectly. But ideally, we should get there. If we're one tick short, that'll be heartbreak. We'll move it just like this. No need to be greedy. That's 6 handles. So if we can get one more run of that candlesticks high, we should be chilling. We'll go ahead and get break even, and then we'll allow for that final release. NQ's creating the pullback right now. That should hold. Right, we should hold that wick there. All right, so we should target that high. If that becomes a swing high reversal, just wasn't meant to be for us, but we should run that fairly easily. Equal highs. Wait for it. Oh. $6,969 daily level. Okay, that's good to know. 6,9. Even better for us. Bang. Maybe. Hello. Boom. Beauty. Sweet. Okay. Now we go like that. Beautiful. So then we'll leave that last one as we said for more of an ambitious exit. That'll get us out at, oh, that's actually a new week opening gap too. Perfect. So we love that exit there, right? Let's look at it real quick here. We have, oh wait, what? Old buy side. For some reason, it's not showing here. Oh wait, it's because I don't have the indicator up. So it's a swing point and it's a new week opening gap. All right, so that's perfect for us there. It'll be a perfect exit. At this point, we would love to just see that slow grind continue higher and higher. Get us all the way up and get us all the way out. So we'll follow this run now. If we're going to create that run where like there's no inefficiencies, but we still want to deliver bullishly, down close candle here will hold paired with the wick. So we're looking here now. This should hold. As we close above this, that should hold. So now we could follow it pretty closely. This will be it for us today as well, fellas. So whether it gets a break even or final exit, we'll call it a morning. We'll be content. We said the next month or so, until we really start getting right volatile runs, we're going to be pretty quick with it. Low base hits. Not looking for huge runs at this point. We're about to out of 51 state, so we don't even know what's going on, right? Venezuela. We're all over the place. If we can leave a volume balance, that'd be nice, right? That's the first sign of like true, let's say, aggressiveness away from where we are. We haven't had one inefficiency or imbalance created since we've entered. We were one candlestick off the swing low. That would look so clean if we would have got that swing low. Back to back. We could clear another swing point. That'll be time for us to adjust stop loss once again. And I think we're going to go... So let's take midpoint of this wick here. We'll go midpoint of the down close candle. Not a fan of this. We're getting stuck at this volume imbalance. So we created a bullish one, but then we immediately inverted that, creating a new premium there. We need to get back above that so we could stay strong. NQ delivering once again textbook, right? So it holds the wick with the fair value gap. Should see that expansion continue. Beautiful. Now we just need closure above. Real displacement would be nice. We have had no displacement above a high. I don't want to see this candlestick spend any time around that swing point at all. Should just accelerate. That's fine enough for me. We're already going to cut the risk. I wonder where 5 handles would be if we can get that. I'm fine with 4. So we'll go stop loss. Where is 5? Ends model? We could secure an ends model though. Let's see how we close here. Right, we want this to be a break in structure. We want to see true closure above it. We don't want to see a wick. That's actually great, so I'm fine going there like that. Yeah, we left the volume imbalance as well. Cool. Nice. So we're able to secure some more profits. Stop loss in profit. Run is looking promising. If we leave that open, we'll actually just secure us an ends model. So we'll go straight to 5 handles because we shouldn't have to get back below that fair value gap there. If this liquidity void stays open. Hopefully it does. We don't even want to see a wick to the downside. That'd be best case scenario. If this candlestick doesn't even make an attempt to get into this candlestick's close. It's trying, will it? Oh, it does. Okay. So it's just going to be a normal volume imbalance. Still fine, still strong. Just not a liquidity void. But at that point, now we want bodies to hold that if that stays bullish. So it needs to close bullish, of course. It could kind of negate. But if it does stay open, bodies should hold that. It does close. That's unfortunate. Okay. That's going to be a hidden volume imbalance. We could still use that. SMT at the high. We'd want to see 6 sister and Q catch up. Don't want that to be a swing high. As we said, we want to see this fair value gap hold. We weren't able to keep the fair value gap open or the volume imbalance open, but the fair value gap still holds true. Aggressive dump. Following the SMT, maybe the pullback here. Well, is that the hourly right there? What is that? The daily. Okay, so we could actually use that daily fair value gap high. That's that 69 level Mike was referencing. Potential inversion here now. That's going to be an issue. We have to get back above that. Chadu, what's up, dog? Haven't seen you in a bit. All right, there's the inversion, and we actually left the bearish anchor. That's double negative. Yikes. All right, so we may get flipped on here. If we can invert that, though, we're immediately jam our stop loss to 5 handles. Because at that point, we should be done playing around there. But to me, this seems a little bit more bearish, right? SMT at the high there. NQ closes below midpoint. ES flips its fair value gap, leaving a premium anchored to the old discount with equal lows there. Yikes. It has, brother. Hope you've been well. Glad to have you in. New year, we locking in for the new year. Speaking of which, I was going to tell you guys, you need to hold me a little bit more accountable. I'm going to be better with the daily recaps right at the end. At least 3 or 4 times a week. Helps me. I think it helps you all just be better ready for the next day when we go over what the previous day did and the expectations for tomorrow. Right, we need to flip. NQ needs to hold that wick. It's trying very hard, but it looks like it's going to fail. We've just tapped the premium fair value gap. Yikes. So if premium holds and we give up discount, stop loss inbound. Especially with NQ getting super heavy there, yep. Let us see. Good thing is we've already partialed. Stop loss is in profit, so it's a win-win now. Love a good risk-free trade. I might not even be, let's just not be aggressive. I'm fine. Let's go. If we get that high right here, we're out. 77 to what? 3 handles? Yeah, we're fine with that. If we can get that swing point, we'll call it there. Try to get out for the day. Buy side there. This fair value gap is the issue. We need to get above that. Man, we're getting so sideways here. Come on. Get me out or in. We're patient, though. We just watch. If we can invert that, though, we're going to be sitting so pretty. And really, depending on how we do it, I might get greedy here. The greed the Bible talks about. We're greedy. 10-13. We're not greedy. I'll take it back. Content with enough, right? Follow your rules, brother. Content with enough, we get out, we call it a morning. Check that out. Boom. 5 handle stop loss. We're chilling. We're chilling now. Here it is. Boom. Right on the arrow. Look at that. Right in the... Oh, spoke too soon. Take it back. Wait. You already know. There we go. Magnet plus bullseye, guaranteed profit. Never lost. Never lost, boys. Right in the center. Look at that. Bullshitting, of course. Nice, though. Good morning. Let's wait around, see if we get the swing high. Love a good swing high. Seems like we're not. If we're going to close above that. Oh, no swing high for sure. No swing high. Maybe original idea was correct, though. We can watch for that. Up here. Ah, you told me I couldn't get the swing right there. That's fake. We hold the fair value gap here, accelerate. Up here. You say we're done now. We're just gonna hang out a little bit and see what continues. Just want the satisfaction of seeing that new week opening gap up here. We get back in actually. Oh, never mind. That'd have to get us midpoint. Not worth. Not a workout, but it's just not the risk reward. We could go super aggressive though. We did something like that. I'm talking about like a one handle stop there. One handle for midpoint. Yeah. We'll tape read that one. I like that though, right? I would like the re-entry using the volume imbalance. This inversion should be done low key, so I'm like this low. Super tight stop right there. Into midpoint of the new week opening gap. All right, I'm bored. We'll call it. Getting sideways, no need to even sit here. We out. So quick recap. As I said, we wanted to see the buy side. That was the expectation this morning. Buy side here, buy side here. We did, however, want to get the run lower on the sell side first off the opening. Instead, straight bullish, closing above the swing. We then had to watch the discount, right? We held that beautifully. We held that opening range beautifully. We then get true displacement, right? That's displacement there, moving through the old swing point. As we said, these become breakaway gaps if we're going to be bullish because price was already efficiently delivered. Once we see us close above this buy side, we'll confirm that these become breakaway gaps. So as we accelerate, closing above this buy side here with the fair value gap, that becomes entry. So we use the volume imbalance, right? Fair value gap, same thing there. let me drag it out. Boom. So we get in, as we trade into this high. If we wanted to wait for true confirmation, we would have entered on this candle as it trades down into it. So same entry regardless. We then get one partial, and then we get that final release at the buy side there before falling short of our new week opening gap. So overall, great morning. A little choppy, right? A little slow delivery, but we stuck to the buys, right? We stayed true to it. We allowed, or we gave what price gave us, right? We weren't trying to chase. We waited for price to show us clear kind of signatures that we would trust, and then we go ahead and execute on that. Yeah, going forward, let's see here. Don't really have any hard bias. As we said, we're just in this range. We've been stuck here for a little bit. Let's hide everything. So because of that, I'm not like in a rush to say, oh, we're going to go higher, we're going to go lower. We're just working intraday on the intraday swings. I mean, if we can stay, let's see. I guess at this point, if we can actually get closure above, like if this hourly can stay bullish and we get closure above this first presented, we should start releasing, I think. Let's clear all this here. Because we said we've 3 drives lower into a higher time frame inefficiency. We create a bullish breaker. We hold the bullish breaker, and now we're trying to create a new one anchored to the daily fair value gap and a first presented. So I actually do like that. We're going to be looking for buy side going forward. We'll see if we can't get another run tomorrow. But that'll be all for today. So I hope you guys found it helpful. Stay safe. We'll meet up again tomorrow morning. We have high impact news at 10 o'clock. So tomorrow morning will be a 9:50, 9:55 start time. So until then, have a great afternoon, everybody. And we will talk tomorrow morning. Take care.